For Life would like to thank all of our sponsors. Mountain View Guide Service, J3 Outdoors, Lennon's Lures, Wolf Creek Products, and PCS Outdoors.
The Hague Spring Clip by J3 Outdoors. Simple, fast, efficient.
PCS Outdoors is America's best fishing, hunting, and trapping outlet, located in Oscoda, Michigan. They offer a full line of hunting, fishing, and trapping supplies, as well as tan fur garments and products. PCS Outdoors carries an impressive line of hunting and trapping lures and scents, including Lennon's Lures. For all your hunting, fishing, and trapping needs, please check out PCSOutdoors.com.
Well, here we are. What's great about this one is the first check this morning. I got my good buddy Bruce Slater. He's helping me with the camera today. John had a wedding to go to, so he has to make some money today. And we're out here running a line, and first check, 2 traps. We got ourselves a catch. So what I'm going to do is take care of him and do a remake and keep checking. First check of the day. It's going to be a good day. Wind died down. I think we're going to have a lot better day than we did yesterday. They shut off a little bit yesterday because of the wind, but we're doing good. They like that kind of stuff. I give them a jar of lure. That'll make him happy, especially if he catches something on it. Good little things like that keep you on these farms. The Amish are really nice people.
Okay, so got a fox up here and we got some visitors checking him out. This place here, we caught a coyote with Glenn Witchy last year when we were trapping, me and Brian and Glenn. It's a couple fields, pretty much just that usual long line of travel thing. Meets down there with the drainage. And hey, get out of here. Gotta watch out, I don't get kicked. Yeah. And I always pick this spot here. Brian, of course, is having a day off, so I'm running line for him. We got that spot there. It can be checked from the road right up there. But today we're going to snap off for a day or two. And we're going to need this fence here and check this guy out. Yeah, just a pup. They're starting to move a little bit. And they're right on the line, as you can see. Right on the line. And these guys here, they don't bother him at all. So, yep, the fall shuffle is in place and on its way. Okay, so I'm going to show this farm right here. I'm right here on the road, and right out there in the field there's a fox. Let's see how many of you can see the fox. Okay, I could check this right from here and say, okay, I got a fox there. I can hike in if it's wet. If it's not, well then I can just turn around and leave if there's nothing. But there's a fox right there. All right, so we're gonna go in there and get the fox taken care of, and we're gonna talk a little bit about the location. We've already caught a couple here at this spot, just doing this for the sake of the video, but let's go in there and take care of that guy, and I'll show you the spot a little bit up close. Again, checking traps from the road, efficiency. And no, I've never had an animal stolen this close. It's about 100 yards in. People drive by and have no idea what's sitting right in front of them. So here we are. This is a place I've been trapping for a long time. We'll probably see a couple more catches here because we've already caught a couple. But this is for the location part of the video. This is a kind of like a high mound, like a drainage terrace that they put in here, and the wind, we're going to talk wind direction here. We're going to cover this a lot more in depth in the video, but I'm going to just go over this again. The wind comes from northwest this way. So any animal that's walking along this tractor path or here in this grass, there's a lot of grass over here. There's a grass strip. It's a perfect place for them to be mousing all the way up through here. Will get drawn in by the scent that's over here because the wind is blowing this way. You always want to be on the downwind side of, or the upwind side of where the animals may be traveling. Now, yes, they may come straight across this from the neighbor farm over there. They might just come right like this, but we got to keep the traps off of the farm lane so they don't get run over. So that's a part of the strategy as well. And I shudder to think how many foxes have been caught on this grass mound right here. I know I've been here trapping 25 years, and I normally do somewhere between 5 and not more than 10, but probably between 5 and 8 a year, with a couple of years that I barely even trapped. But probably 50 years ago, there was somebody here trapping this exact same spot. It's the same scenario over and over again. Up in here is a layup spot for them to den or just to hide out or whatever. They can also go in there and mouse. So this is it. This is another one of these locations here, and this will also work for coyotes. It's the same situation, a number of intersections, whether it's a drainage, farm lane, or an edge. Okay, got to make this quick. Just caught this coyote right by my house. I'm astounded that we're able to get this, and we got a pop jaw on the trap. We're going to get this taken care of because this isn't looking good. All right, checking some traps here with Brian Flowers. Got a nice red. We were here before. This is a very simple edge, and the pups are getting ready to start heading out for dispersal. That happens right here, right around the middle of November to the end of November, and that's when you want to be in place. As I was saying, when that happens, your catch increases, and you always want to be in place, just like any other trapping or hunting or fishing. You just got to make sure that you have your strategy set and all your equipment in the right working order, and then your yield will determine how hard you've been working.
What do you think, Aaron? You got another one, huh, buddy? Mm-hmm. That's the same thing. We had this. They just dissed this corn under. You got a crop change. You got grass, alfalfa, corn. Perfect area again, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's take care of. That's a big male too.
Yeah.
nice pad catch. Look at that. You got the whole pad in there. Boy, them traps work great. Tell you what, if you're looking for a good trap, I mean, these Wolf Creek products, the Eliminator, it's a size 1.5. I mean, they're ideal. I mean, even the other day, we had a coyote. So they do hold coyotes, which we don't have a lot of coyotes in this area. But if you were solely coyotes, I might want to go to a bigger size, but these just hold fox like you wouldn't believe. Let's take care of it.
All right, brother, there's another one sitting. That's the third one for the day. Let's see if we can zoom in on that guy. We checked it from the road back.
Couldn't see him from the road.
Up there, yeah, it's like 200 yards, but that's all right. That's why you can check it with binoculars, but we just kind of glanced down and stuff. But yeah, we got one there. We might as well get in there and get him out of there.
It's two back to back.
Yeah, it's been a good spot.
The last two sets. We got 2 fox, 2 days.
Jump! There we go. Good job. All right, man. Last check. Look at that. Yep.
You can see we're right on top of the knob here. You can see the big swale, stuff like that, and this is like a tractor path here. I mean, it's textbook area. You can see the farm right there. I mean, it's a crop change. You got hayfield into cut corn, and now they got grass growing in it to till under. So, and here it is. First, what I do is I try to find out where my hole was. He's got this dog beat up. Usually I have my trap set. I put my levers 6 and 12. I just cut down on a lot of misses that way. I'm gonna have to end up drilling a new hole, but I don't have my night latch per se, but I don't want no cramp, no pan creep whatsoever. So I got them on a hair trigger. Peat moss, because we have cold weather. So basically, I put peat moss in everything now. That's the time of year it is. Said if you're worried about it, I just keep an eye on where my pan is. I'll have to drill a new hole. My levers are that way, and the wind direction is a big thing too. The wind directions, predominant wind is northwest, so basically I definitely want my hole facing that, and I think that's where my hole was. I just hit a hole there. So, and just lure. You use a fox gland lure and some bladder pea, and that's all we use. We use hardly any bait. Oh, there's the remake. Well, here we are. We got one here the other day. We just got another one. You can see the crop changes here, and the different swales and hills. We're on the side hill here. Cut cornfield next to an alfalfa off the wagon trail. Here it is. Yeah, we're about halfway done our line today, so we got to keep getting. So we're going to take care of him and get it remade and keep going.
All right, Brian, we're here where we caught this coyote. You took a couple of days off and I ran the line, and come pulling up here, and we had a coyote in the trap. It's actually only about a mile over the hill from my house, and you know, you saw the pictures. The jaws were popped. We can look at that quick.
Well, luckily, the reason why it's still held, it was opposite jaws popped.
Yep. And well, no, look, both of those are out on the one side, but
yep,
between the springs and just the size of the animal's foot, you know,
being swelled up and
yep.
all that.
But we have had dead spots here trapping more so than I've ever seen before, and other trappers are saying that they're having problems with dead spots, and I just starting to kind of get some concern that we got too many coyotes and too many bald eagles.
And that's a big problem.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the last strongholds of fox in this area, or in Pennsylvania, actually, and we're starting to catch coyotes every year now.
Yeah.
So that's not good.
Yep.
More sightings and more than any time. So.
We got about 50 fox here and about 9 checks, but we got this one.
It was a great week.
It was.
It's a blast.
Yep. All right, we're to get digging. This heavy rain is really going to mess us up, bud.
Yeah, because right after rain, then you get heavy wind.
Yeah.
And that'll shut them right off.
We're going to have to get everything patched back up again. Because we're going to have to work a little bit harder tomorrow, all right? Got to keep this going. Nothing here. It's just going to make it rough.
All right. So here we're back to the back to the shop. We got a gray and a red and 2 coon today. So critters were moving. We had a couple spots there where the coyote worked a couple of sets but didn't step on the pan. So just a matter of time. We're getting. There's no misses. So basically, I'm going to show you what we do on these fox. I don't use a skinning machine on the fox because they're too thin a skin. So basically, I'm going to show you what I do here. The knife is. And I'm sure there's other people that are a lot quicker, like Phil Brown. Like I said, I usually set them up on a table. And I usually do the cut from leg to leg. And back up. So you can see where the color difference is. I said they just got really thin skin. Basically, I don't even try not to skin. I try not to go too much. As you can pretty much just peel it down. Now I just go from the vent up. That way, get that part there. The reproductive spots.
Hold the line.
No, that's good. No, I just cut. My hands are so cold. So basically, we're just going to get that started. And like I said, a lot of times I'll do that on a bench. So one other thing I forgot to mention is I definitely comb, which I already did, but I just want to let you know I comb the thing out, get all the burrs and what have you out of there, so you don't end up ripping a hole. Like I said, fox are real thin skin, so. There you go, just like that. Just you can just use a wooden dowel or whatever. I'll get that tail. I just get down the tail a little bit more. Get her started. Then I take my tail thing, tail stripper. Oh, what the? No, it wouldn't come out. Yeah, this is a female, but on a male, you'd have to. Let me just slice up to the elbow with them, the front feet. So you end up cutting some of that off anyway. Same thing here, get that dowel back in there. Once you get that that way you just pull your legs. Everything's frozen. Why is that? Ooh. Wow. Anyway, I have to show you guys next time. I'll show you how I skin them right at the truck window. That's far enough. Yeah. Wow. I can't believe how freaking cold it is. Ooh. That's the foot that was in the trap. It's freaking frozen. Oh. There's the cartilage of the ears. Save you some. They don't do much with the ears, so basically that's all I do. Pull the cartilage out, it's already out. You know? Basically, you skin around, you get to the eyes. Just got to make sure you don't give them some big holes for the eyes, that's all. Can't really do too much harm to the head because they don't really do too awful much with it. You got the cheeks. Just cut down. Basically, just take your time and just go right around. The bottom jaw you don't have to do too much with either. That's not used, so we just cut that off. Basically, we just skin down the nose. I said I can't believe how frozen this thing is already. Wow, it is frozen. Oh, well, guess I'm going to take some of that extra cartilage off. There you go, skin it. That's that. So then, if you want to, like I said, there's guys who can do that in a couple minutes. You know, this usually I can do them a lot faster, but demonstration and a camera, so like that. The cartilage is already out all the ears. What you do is you can go just put that right on the fleshing beam, flesh that. There's really not a whole lot to flesh. I'll show you. This is one I just finished up. Basically, to pin the ears back like that. That's basically what they're going to look at. You're going to give it a couple shakes. They're going to look down it. That's why you want to pin your ears down. So, because that's what all they're going to do. They're going to look at it. That's how they grade it. So, that's it. And then these guys that actually make your own lures and stuff like that, they take the bladder pee out and miscellaneous glands and reproductive organs. I actually have them take them feet and put them right down the dirt hole. Because you can see they have scent to them, so that's all there is to it. Okay, Alexa, finish skinning these animals. We're going to go get a coffee.